welcome to game 2 of the Necromunda, the Land of Opportunity campaign. Did you just want to laugh when I went 2?
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought you did.
Yeah.
So, yeah, this is game 2, in which I'm going to be playing a different gang to step up Phil, who is playing...
Saar.
Yeah.
So, instantly hated by everybody who plays Necromunda.
Is that still true, though?
I think Corpse Grinders have taken a little bit of the heat off me, but...
but you are playing them as your main...
I am playing them as my main, yeah.
So Phil is obviously the biggest whacker in the campaign, despite what you may have seen last episode. I swear it's not going to happen again, maybe. So, yeah. So we're going to hopefully have a less one-sided game this game.
I think the last game was very balanced between us two. It was only right at the end that I clinched it.
So I mean more the Necromunda campaign, however. Yeah, we're going to have... I'm not going to take that tactic again. it's not the best that works in the campaign.
The big name one?
Well, it's not just the big name one, it's the all-out tactic that gives a 2-up save.
Oh, fair.
And you only lose the save when you get a 1 on the dice. So, today I'm going to be taking Enforcers and not able to take that tactic anyway. But Phil, what are you thinking for the game? What are you thinking for the campaign, even?
So, I've played my Saar an awful lot. I've played quite a lot of Necromunda, been in a few campaigns. I really like Necromunda as a system. I really do.
Yeah.
I think it does spiral out of control a little bit. So, you know, after one cycle, it's always really worthwhile, in my opinion, just to...
What, to reset?
Yeah, just to cash in the gangs, you know, give something to somebody who's won the campaign, you know, get into like a free dice reroll.
So rather than having something that sort of midway through the campaign steps up all those gangs like House Favours, you'd prefer to just reset campaigns?
Yeah, I just prefer to do it because I think, for me, I really like it when you...
That initial phase
when you're scrabbling around and when you're like Juve, or what they call it, Subtech now, when your Subtech like goes up...
I prefer Juve.
I prefer Juve. But when they go up and up and up and start getting the skills and stuff like that, that's great, but then there is a point where you've got somebody who started off right at the bottom, is like smashing around Ambots. I'm like, right, okay, let's dial it back. But today I've taken like a completely different...
gang from what you usually take.
Yeah, so the setup is completely different from what I usually take.
Well, shall we go into army lists and they can see the gangs?
Yeah,
and we'll come back with that. Okay. We are back with our army lists, of which obviously Phil has his Saar. Are you using... We're using the House of
Artifice,
right?
yeah, House of Artifice, yeah, definitely.
Yeah,
definitely.
Of which I just got the base Enforcer gang because they don't have... Even though Book of Judgment came out, they don't have like a full book to themselves. So what have you got in your gang, Phil?
Right, okay, so I have got 2 subtechs, both with...
So that's your hero level?
No, that's my...
Base. So we're starting at the bottom.
Yeah, and then working our way
up. Pyramid scheme.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So 2 subtechs, both with las pistols.
Yeah.
And that's it.
Single las pistol.
No, they have double las pistol. Then I have 2 people who've got...
Techs.
They're techs. They are techs. I've got 2 techs with las guns and mesh armour.
Okay. Have they all got the underlayer standard in Saar?
They all come with that standard.
Right. So they've got a 4-up save to start with.
Yeah.
Sub-techs have got a 6-up save to start with.
Yeah.
Right, okay.
Then I've got another 2 techs that have got las guns and hotshot las packs with mesh armour. So that makes their weapon, their las gun, strength 4, -1 AP.
Okay.
But they lose the plentiful trait, and it's now, I think, on a 3-up that they
reroll rather than 2-up.
Yeah. And then I've got I can't remember what the name is for the person who's a champion. Champion tech? Champion tech?
Macro tech.
Macro tech. I think it's like an architect or something like that.
Okay.
I can't remember which one it is. She has got 2 las pistols with focusing crystals in each, with hotshot las packs.
So this
with
is the
mesh
one.
armour.
So one part of it's just for everyone out there that's gone, oh no, you can't put 2 things on it. I asked Phil this question already, and apparently one's an equipment and one is an ammo type.
Yeah.
So you can mix them, and although Yak Tribe gives them a profile each, because I'm going to link Yak Tribe in the comments, you need to be logged in, I think, to see the gangs, but you can see the campaign progress. So although Yak Tribe says they've got a profile, it's not. It's just changed to the statistics.
Yeah.
So you can mix them all.
The crystals treated as ammo. The hotshot last pack actually says it's +1 strength, -1 AP.
Right.
So which
is a good thing. -1 AP is a good thing rather than a bad thing. Yeah. Because the first time you said it, I was like, oh, so my save gets better, but no, my save gets worse.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, it doesn't make you save better as the shooter. My prime, he has got a las gun with focusing crystal, hotshot, las pack.
What a surprise that is. Is this just
mesh?
because it's simple to remember?
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Also, I've never played that. Like the people that have got focusing crystals have got like a 50-50 chance of like killing themselves.
Which we know you love from the Mordheim campaign.
Exactly. Right. So they've both got the Ocular Alpha upgrade.
What does that do?
It means that all their weapons are treated like they've got an infra sight.
Right, so you can see through smoke and stuff, and it's -1 cover save.
Yeah.
Right. Okay, so what skills do they have?
So the prime has fast shot.
So he shoots twice if he stays still?
Stay still. Probably going to get a lot of hate for that one. And the...
Off me or off the viewers?
Well, you.
Give it him in the comments.
And then the Archeo Champion Tech. I'm going to have to find another proper name for that. She's got hip shooting.
Right.
Which is you can run your full distance.
Well, it's for your 2 actions, you can move action, and then shoot at the end of it.
Yeah, you get a -1 to hit. Something that I've always wanted to take on a double pistol champion.
I really like it.
I always take Gunfighter straight away.
But you're still hitting on 3s as a Van Saar.
I know, so I've decided to go for hip shooting for this one and see how that comes out.
Okay, yeah. So onto my gang. I've got 7. I can't do that on one hand. 7. That was 6. 7 enforcers. So I'll start at the bottom of the pyramid as well. I've got 4 regular enforcers, patrolwomen as well. I've got 2 concussion carbines in there, a bolt gun, and a shotgun, combat shotgun.
Okay.
Which are all good. Remember, they've got the better ammo rolls. Concussion carbines are really good because they auto pin your gang. When they shoot, they go boo, and even if I miss, they auto pin.
Oh no!
Yeah, so it's the best bit about that gang is like limiting your opponent's actions.
Yeah.
So then, in that, or like leading that, I've got a Palatine Sergeant who has got a bolt gun and hip shooting. So these have all got armoured underlay and flak armour, layered flak armour as standard. Yeah, so he's got bolt gun and hip shooting, so he can run about with his bolt gun, get in there, and put someone down. I've then got a Subjugator Sergeant who's got a shield and shock baton. He has got the tactical something skill that I've just written down and forgot. So he's got the threat response skill, which means if I
nowhere near threat, tactical something.
So yeah, he's got the threat response skill, and that means that if someone charges, I don't think Phil's going to ever charge, but if someone charges and ends within 6 by completing that charge action, I can make a counter charge and strike with my charging attacks before that person strikes with their charging attacks.
Pretty tasty, that really.
Yes, he's a really defensive guy. Yeah. He's on I think he's on a 3-up save with his shield out of combat and a 2-up in combat to the front arc. And yeah, he's gonna nail someone with a charge. I've then got my leader, who is a Subjugator Captain, who has threat response and a shield. And a shot baton.
What a surprise.
I know. Well, he's maybe not the best skills to take on your gang, other than the hip shooting, which I quite like. But when I'm playing something like Luke's Goliaths, it might really help.
Yeah.
Because I can make my attacks before he gets to use his.
Exactly.
Hopefully my captain gets some tasty equipment off the trading post before then. But we'll see. So we will see you guys as we roll for the mission, which will be a Zone Metalis mission again. Yeah. I played it against Matt last time, but the boards up there are only Zone Metalis at the moment. And the Sector Mechanicus is on the printers. So, yeah, we'll join you for another Sector Mechanicus, Zone Metalis game. See you for the rolls. Phil is about to roll for mission. So, we're going to roll 1d6 and on the Zone Metalis list. 4. So, we will come back with what 4 is. So, we're playing scenario 4, the Marauders. So it's an attacker-defender scenario. We're going to determine which player is the attacker-defender with a roll-off. Attacker uses custom selection 6. The defender uses random selection D3 plus 2. The rest of the deck is set aside as reinforcements. The defender has home turf advantage. The attacker chooses 2 tactics cards. Basically, the objectives: each gang scores 1 point for each enemy fighter that goes out of action. In addition, the attacker has a special objective determined by rolling a d3, and that is either additional point for each enemy champion or leader you take out of action. Nominate a particular fighter. If he's taken out of action, the attacker scores 1 extra point. 2 if he's taken out by a coup de grace. Or, basically, get someone seriously injured and then get off the battlefield. So it's you go and seriously injure someone and then get within 1 inch of the edge and run. Yeah. Defenders automatically pass. Then bottle checks. The defender rolls a d3 and receives that many reinforcements at the end of every turn. And it's essentially don't bottle, and the last person on the table receives an extra d3 bonus point. So it's not going to be the winner of who bottles or not. The winner is in fact the highest point. The gang which scored the most points receives d6 times 10, creds. And the loser receives d3 times 5 creds. Draw, you get d3 times 10. And then standard experience and reputation. We'll roll off for who is attacker and who's defender. So do you want to roll your dice, Phil? The heated dice roll for attacker-defender. And re-rolling that one. So Phil, you get to choose attacker-defender. What do you want to be?
Defender, I think.
So you get D3 plus 2.
Yep.
Guys, so go to your D3.
Not using that dice again because it's already run out of its 6s.
So you get 4 guys on the field at the start.
Yep.
And then the rest come in as reinforcements, D3 a turn. I'm going to get 6 guys to start. I will pick tactics cards. You get a random. We will come back in deployment with that. So I'm going to start with rolling for my mission as the attacker. I get a 1. A 1 is bushwhack, which is an extra point for a champion and 2 extra points for a leader that I take out of action. Now Phil is going to flash his tactics cards while I'm looking away in front of the camera. So this is the first one. Second one, Phil. In your own die.
There you go.
Okay, so you just got 2, was it?
That's all I got, yeah.
Okay, so Phil got 2. My tactics cards being Adrenaline Surge and Violent Minded that I flashed up on the screen now. So, Phil is needing to tell me something.
Yeah, so one of my cards which they've just seen is Data Mining. Play this gang tactic at the start of the battle after both sides have deployed, but before the first round. Your opponent must immediately reveal to you their remaining unplayed gang tactics. After reading your opponent's gang tactics, choose one. Your opponent must immediately discard the chosen gang tactic and randomly select another.
Lame.
Which is your favourite one?
My favourite one is probably the one that allows me to make an extra action and shoot again, rather than the one that's just... Is it just an extra action for the other one?
So, Violent Minded. This turn, the fighter can make an additional action, usually 3 rather than 2, as long as at least one of their actions is shoot or fight. An Adrenaline Surge, the fighter can make 1 additional action this turn.
Yeah. Ooh. So the 1 additional action this turn is probably better because it doesn't require me to
shoot.
That's the only stipulation. Yeah.
So yeah, you're not having Adrenaline Surge.
Right. So and I'm randomly selecting a new tactic.
Yeah.
Right, so here's my pack. I'm going to cut it. This was slightly prepared. Phil told me you had this. So, lockdown. Play at the start of any round. Every open door on the board that does not have a terminal closes. Every closed door on the board that does not have a door terminal becomes locked. and can only be opened with force. Doors with terminals are unaffected. Sadly...
You've just put a load of terminals on the board.
Yeah. So, this... Going straight into deployment from here. Phil deployed first and has his 4 gang members here. Do you want to just point out which one's which?
So, I've got my Prime here, I've got my Champion here, I've got my Sub-Tech here, and I've got my Tech here.
Okay, so I have deployed with my 6 enforcers going in, shields at the front, so that's actually my captain and my sergeant. Then I've got sergeant with bolt gun behind, followed by the shotgun. Then at the rear I've got concussion carbine and my bolt gun palatine patrolman. The actual board, the mission was using 6 tiles. So these rear 2 tiles here are actually not part of the board.
Yeah.
Because each normal tile is 1 by 1. These are 2 by 2. Then we've got a door terminal here, which affects this door. And Phil's got a door terminal here, which affects both doors. So, none of those will be helped by my tactics cards that I've just drawn. And we will go with priority.
Yeah.
The roll off the first turn, which Phil, do you want to roll first?
Oh.
6.
Oh.
So I go first. I actually don't like going first in Zone Natalis. Good, just to see what the opponent's doing.
Yeah.
But it only has to be one guy if I don't want. So I'll start at the front of the column. My leader is actually going to move to here. So that's a double action, the first 5 and then the second 5. And then it's over to Phil.
So my Juve is going to do a double action. And is going to move as a run here.
So that's 6 and then another however many inches.
Well, they can move 10 inches, so they're 7 inches to get there.
Right. Okay, my second action will be activating my sergeant, who will go 5 to just behind my leader, and then 5 to over to here, and actually just stay behind the door for now.
Right, okay.
Phil's second turn.
So my first action is going to be moving
4 inches to the doorway control.
Second action, stay there. He's just going to stay there anyway then.
Back to mine. I'm going to move with this guy. So 5 takes him to there. And then he's going to actually run to the other side of my leader. To here. Over to Phil.
Just going to do a double action straight away. And just...
So this is with your champion with 2 pistols.
Yeah. And just going to go there.
Okay, so champion with 2 pistols moves to there. My palatine sergeant with hip shooting bolt gun. He's going to go... Eee. What do I want to do? Going to go 5 as the first action to here. And then my second action of my 6 is going to be to move to here. So Phil, your final action of your 4 guys. Is this a struggle for your brain power?
It is a little bit. Right, so Van Saar only got one tactic, which is shooting. So I want to shoot.
Yeah.
And I'm just wondering if I can get a shot in, that's all. I didn't think I'd be able to get a shot with any of these guys without getting too close. I'm just wondering if I move here, which I will do.
Philly's going to try and get a shot off with his leader by moving sideways.
So he's going to move sideways to see if he can see. Now, I'm going to see if I can actually see anyone before I'm looking at. And no. So I'm going to play one of my tactics cards, which I have to spend an action for.
Go on.
So, makeshift armour. One of your fighters can spend an action to play this card. Tuck this card under the fighter's card. While it is there, their armour save is treated as 1 point better than it is. For example, if it was a 5 up, it would become a 4 up.
So what is that total save?
Yeah.
No, what is your total save?
3 now.
3, right.
So if any roll save For this fighter is a 1 before modifies discard this card after resolving the attacks.
Okay. So, my final 2 actions are going to be a pretty hefty 5-inch move. I'm just going to rely. So I'm just going to be relying on getting first turn here, or having my easy patrolman out front. And he's going to go 9, 10 to just behind here. So he can hopefully open the door for everyone else. So, priority for turn 2, Phil. Ah, Phil gets priority.
And I get my D3 reinforcements.
Ah, so that was in the end phase of last turn.
Ah, right, okay.
So yeah, do that one now.
So I get 1. So 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah.
2.
Yeah.
This one.
That one. And then, according to the scenario rules, Phil deploys them on any edge within 1 inch, not within 6 of an enemy fighter. So it can be this edge here at the back.
Ooh.
So, Phil has deployed his reinforcements, which is a tech.
Yes,
A tech with lasgun
Yep.
that's come down here. He's just out of sight of my guys down the edge. But both of us can move.
Right.
So, Phil goes first because he's already run the priority roll.
Okay.
Nothing's changed since last turn.
You've moved your guy in front.
Is he actually in
Yeah,
sight?
he's actually in sight now.
So Phil's going to fast shot his leader, I imagine.
He definitely is going to fast shot his leader. So, hit on 2s. What range are you in?
So this is my regular patrolman with concussion carbine.
So you're within short range.
Where's it 18-inch short range?
For a last gun, yeah.
Phil's going to roll the dice and the ammo dice. And hit
So-
on 2s.
So it would be 2. You're in hard cover, so with -2. I've got +1 for short range. I've got my ocular
You hit on
alpha.
2s.
Sorry, hit on 2s, yeah.
Nice.
So hits,
Yeah. And it's just one shot, is it?
just 1 shot for this. Your
Toughness
3. So 3s. Nope. So then it's
So-
the next one.
I'm pinned,
Yeah.
and I'm going to be out of sight for the second shot.
Ah, you will be. You will be.
I'm going to make sure I'm out of sight for the second shot.
Ah.
So you can move if you want.
I can move.
Because it is a second action, right?
It is a second action. You know, fast shot makes shooting.
So I can go
range
down
saves.
and be out of sight.
Yeah,
I
you
can
don't resolve 2 shots at the same time. A lot of people do that. In all honesty. Yeah, I think he'll move after that.
I'm very happy about that one, actually.
He'll move there.
Okay. So, over to my activation. I am going to activate... Okay, so I'm going to multi-activate with my leader because Phil has this hip shooting champion round the corner. So I need to put him down before he does much. So, first, I'm going to activate my shotgun guy. He's going to move 2 inches to the other side of here, and then 3 inches to here. Now, he will not, he's going to end up there, so I'm still in cover slightly. He won't be within the 4 inches I need for short range, but he will be within long range of his combat shotgun. So, I'm going to roll my 1d6 for the rapid fire one. So, I hit even with the -1 cover for a slight base thing, but I only get 1 shot off. Phil is then pinned. Are you toughness 3, Phil?
Yeah.
Phil's toughness 3, strength 4, combat shotgun, a 6. So you're wounded.
What's the AP on it? Failed.
The number, but you failed fine.
So failed. It's a 3. It was 4 up.
So that is a 2 damage hit. So a double serious injury. So you're just face down. So cheating like Phil does in the 30k zone mentality. It's actually only 1 die. Would you like me to re-roll it?
No, because they're both serious.
You're happy with serious injury.
They're both serious injury as well.
My second action will be stand up concussion carbine guy to the edge of the field. And he is going to shoot at... What's that?
You've activated somebody.
I've group activated my leader.
Oh, I didn't realise you group activated.
Yeah.
Sorry, I misunderstood that.
So, he's going to stand up to there, and concussion carbine Phil's leader as the only target he can currently see. So, he's within 18 inches. So that's 9, well within 18 inches. So, he places a small blast template and hits you on a 4+. So 4+ onto Phil's leader. He hits. So Phil's leader is knocked down. And let's see if he's wounded on 4 at the strength 3. So no. Phil was knocked back into the barricade, but because I didn't wound, there was no extra effect of being knocked back.
Well, we have to roll to see if the...
Ah, yes.
So this one here...
See if he was knocked back, 1d6.
Yep.
So he's over his save, so he is knocked back. But it's no additional effect.
This one here... No, that one stays where they are, because it's 1.
There was no additional effect.
No additional effect anyway.
Then my leader... He's got to activate now he's declared it. He's just going to move up because he can't get through. So it's over to Phil's go for your remaining 3 actions, including that guy that was just knocked down and seriously injured.
What I'll do, I'll crawl for my double.
Yeah.
This guy here. And I'll just crawl them.
Okay.
Out of the way.
So Phil's just trying to force me to make a move here.
Yeah.
Because he knows there's not much I can actually do. And if he wastes my guy's actions, he can then pounce with some horrible lasguns.
Hopefully. Although they've not been that horrible at the moment.
No, well, you only fired 1, haven't you?
Yeah.
So this guy is going to go to there and open the door because it's within 2 inches. So we're going to drag this one out. Hopefully it's not in too heavy. So the door's out. Phil can probably see him. I didn't know which one was worse, to get shot in the back by the double las or to get shot in the back by the ganger over there. So we'll see in Phil's turn.
Okay. So we're going to move as a single action.
Yeah.
There.
Yeah.
And then shoot at that guy there.
So this tech is going to shoot his... What's his actual full title of his lasgun?
That's just a hot shot las gun.
Oh, it's not got a focusing
It's
crystal.
not got a focusing crystal on it.
Okay. So
I am within short range. So I'll be hitting on 3s normally. So it's 4s. So it's -2 +1 for short range.
Yeah.
So it
It's
would
not
be
4s.
It would be 4s.
Okay.
Hits.
So he hits, yeah. Strength 4.
Yep.
Toughness 3.
Wounds.
So I've got layered flak armour and an armoured undersuit for a 4-up save. What's your minus?
-1. So it's going to
-1,
5.
5. No, he takes a wound, or do you do multiple damage?
It's only 1 wound. So you've got 2 wounds.
Got 2 wounds.
Right.
He's a champ.
So
Quite literally. No, he's got 2. Oh, he's pinned into it, yeah. Sorry. Nay. I'm going to activate with both my bolter sergeant and the palatine that's next to him. So the bolter sergeant is going to... Oh, the palatine that's next to him is going to activate first. He runs 5 to the doorway and lines up a bolter shot on the guy of Phil's that has just shot me. So he needs a 3 up to hit because of short range and his normal BS of 4.
okay.
He's got his 3 with 2 hits. Your toughness 3. So 3's 1 wound at -1, I believe.
So 5 up then for the save. She's got armoured bodysuit and also mesh armour. No.
No. So he does 2 damage.
Okay.
He's flesh wounded and down.
So now be on toughness 2.
Toughness 2. And then the hip shooting Enforcer Sergeant, he's going to move to the doorway and round the corner. So gets here and shoots at -1, +1 for short range. So hits on 4s.
Who are...
Oh, sorry, the guy on the ground.
Right,
Yeah,
okay.
the guy on the ground. I'm trying to put him out of his misery because I'm not
Okay.
too scared of the Juve. Well, maybe I should be.
My last person.
Yeah.
So I've moved 2.5 there. Don't really want to go there. Oh, I'm not just going to go there because I actually don't think I can get to see you any other way.
So Phil has moved here. Yeah, which you can see on camera. He's still within view. Are you firing at? Because you would, if the base wasn't there, you'd be able to see.
Yeah,
that
so
patrolman.
firing at the patrolman there.
Yeah.
So within short range, so I'll be hitting on 3s.
3s.
Because the guy's prone, the guy's down in front of
Yeah,
me.
yeah.
Miss.
Okay. I am out of guys, so if you have any more guys.
I have my Juve.
Yeah.
Who is just going to...
Oh, once. Right. So Phil tilts his Juve. And go on.
Yeah, gonna shoot at him there. So
short range. Matt?
short range. Gonna shoot both his pistols.
Clearly see.
Clearly see you. So first one misses. Second one hits.
Hits. So strength 3 for this one.
Yeah.
So 4s. So he wounds me at minus...
Nothing.
Nothing. It's just a patrolman with layered flak armor and undersuit. I've got a 5. It's 5, but he's down. Yeah, tucked into that corner, please, Phil. And then it is the end phase. So Phil gets an extra D3 reinforcement.
So I
3,
get 3.
so all of them. And these come on any board edge Phil's wants, not within 6 of my guys. So Phil has massively reinforced his left-hand flank, our right. So I'm going to have to do something there, or maybe just try and pick on everyone that's already in the centre.
With the end phase well, need to do
Yeah.
the wounded here. So
So the seriously injured champion, see what happens to him.
gets the roll 2
He's near
because
a
I've
guy.
got a near guy. So take the flesh wound,
And he flips over,
flips over.
and the guy seriously injured with a flesh wound stays there crawling about. Okay, so that's the end of turn 2.
It is.
Okay, so priority for turn 3. 1, 2. Phil, terrible roll, but still better than mine. So, what are we going to do? Okay, so Phil's activation.
Yeah, gonna group activate with my champion tech.
Yeah, that he's just
Flash
down
wounded.
at the moment.
Yeah, he's down.
pinned.
So gonna stand her up.
Doesn't have to start with her if you want to start.
And that's
with
what I'm
her.
thinking actually. Am I? No.
It will start with her.
We'll start with her. So I'm gonna stand her up
Yeah.
and then shoot
Second action. So shoot through the doorway.
like you do there.
Yeah. So patrolman, who will be in cover.
So it will be both pistols.
Yeah.
So it's -1. So I'll be hitting on 3s. You've got cover.
4s.
So 4s. But she's got the ocular alpha upgrade as well, which means that minuses. You don't get -1 for cover. I get +1 if you cover really.
Yeah. So Phil can see more than half of the base because this is based on This is based on top down of it, and you draw a line between the two champions, or the patrolman and the champion. They're all champions to me. So Phil can actually see more than half of the base. So it's half cover.
So it's 3s.
Yes.
So first one.
Yep. First one hits. Oh, right. They both hit. Roll you two ammo dice. Right, it's fine. So I'm toughness 3.
They're strength 4.
Yeah. So 3s. 2 wounds.
2 wounds.
At minus
3.
Minus 3. So that's just 2 wounds gone through. And my patrolman is downed. So.
Is it 2? Does he have any? How many wounds do you have? Just 1?
1.
Patrolman. He's gone.
Dead. So ends a patrolman. Phil, the rest of your group activation.
This dude here, he's going to move here. He's going to shoot.
At the currently pinned, there's been no damage to him.
No. So.
Well, there's been no damage other than that kill, but you're still ahead.
Going to do both pistols.
Yep.
So it's 4s normally, within short range.
Yeah.
So I get +1 to hit.
Yeah.
-1 then, because I'm firing both my pistols.
Okay.
So it's 4s again.
Okay.
So first one hits.
Yeah.
Second one hits, but then an ammo check.
So do you want to do the ammo check first?
Yep.
For what dice roll is it?
It's a 2 up the plentiful. Fine.
Right. So then to wound, I'm toughness 3. Your strength 3.
Yep.
So 4s because it's the same. 2 wounds. And then I have a 5-up save because he's a Palatine Sergeant with under armour. So he takes 1 wound, so he's got 1 wound left.
Right, okay.
Okay, so he remains pinned and down on a wound. Is that's all your group activation into it because that was a champion?
Yeah, champion, so I only got 2 group activation.
Yeah. So, we're going to have to choose someone to activate here. You've done 2, you've just got your leader left. So I'm actually going to try and negate the damage coming in from down there by using a single activation to stand up. And I'm going to play my Violent Minded card so that I can take an additional action to double action charge your Juve.
Okay.
Okay, so I've got a 5-up movement normally. I get plus D3 for the charge. 3. So I believe I'm in 8 inches there. Oh, easy. A whole ½ inch in, easy. So, bam. So, before we do this, when Phil, was it last turn that you...
Last activation.
So, Phil's just pointed out I needed a cool check for the guy that was downed because the Bolter Palatine got incinerated next to him. Yeah, vaporised. So, he's got a 6-up cool. Oh, that was almost a fail, I saw it. He's fine. So, the action continues as normal. So, he's got 2 attacks with his shock baton. I think I'm getting that name right. It's the one which has parry.
Right, okay.
That's strength normal, no AP difference. So, he's got 2 attacks with that, hitting on 4s. 2 hits. Your toughness is 3. So, I am strength 3 base. So that is 2 fails. Then I've got my shield. Then I've got 4 up for my shield, which hits. It then will knock you back into the wall if I roll over your strength, so or equal to or over your strength. It doesn't. But then I roll to wound on a 4 up. It wounds you.
So I've got a 6-up save for my armoured bodysuit.
Yeah.
Nope.
No. So you down. And then I roll what the wound does. Seriously injured, and then I can coup de grace for free, can't I, at the end of this action? I've just made the fight action, which ended in all of the fighters being down and seriously injured. Therefore, I get my free coup de grace action, which takes Phil out. There's a seriously injured fighter here that's the only one within 2 inches. Now, that would mean that I get the coup de grace action. If anyone knows different, just whack it in the comments. But as far as me and Phil can see, I get to make this coup de grace action. Yeah. So there we go. We can remove him now, and everyone can scream at us or scream at me in the comments. And please do, because that's actually quite a big thing for the game. So, over to Phil's go, of which Phil is going to stand up his leader and probably gun down my subjugator sergeant.
Well, he's already gone. So there's no point.
You want to do something else?
I want to do something else, really. So I think... but he's the easiest shot.
So he stood up for his one action.
He stood up for his one action. He's the easier shot, but we've got these guys here that I need to do something with, and just take it. Pinning one of them would be a great help to me.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think I'll shoot this.
So Philly's going to fire at the shotgun guy at the front of this group.
Yep.
Who will be in partial cover at least.
Within short range, because it's 18 inches.
So it cancels out the partial cover. So Phil still hits on 2s.
I do, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, technically I hit on a 1, but...
Well, you always fail on a 1.
Yeah, I know.
Do you always hit on a 1? Because of that?
So, I've got the alpha ocular eye, so your partial cover remounts, and I get plus
right,
1
so there's
short
something
range.
you've not said, I see what it is. Right. Making me look like an idiot. Bam! He fails! Fails. Okay, so... I'm going to group activate with him. Here, because I don't really care about what's going on over there now. Because all of these have gone.
Yeah, and I've put them probably in the worst place there now.
So, shotgun guy. He's going to run forward to here. He's then going to shoot your leader. So that's not within 4 inches. So he's hitting on 4s and misses. Concussion carbine guy is going to move forward to here in base contact with my guy, and he's going to fire his concussion carbine at the same target. So he misses, but you are pinned because it's a concussion carbine. Then my leader is going to take a double action to go 1. Am I going to just run right up to your leader and see what happens? Find out after this. 10. To here, and put his shield so that he's sort of facing all of them. Not towards the edge of the board. So over to Phil's go, of which he's got his reinforcement group coming in here. Now, do you run down to the door, or do you try to follow up behind me? That's your choice, really, isn't it?
Yeah. Do you know what I mean? I could probably get here with one of them, but
It'll be a couple of turns to swing round.
I'll tell you what.
Like, to swing round behind me will be a couple of turns.
So I'm going to activate the Jew first.
Yeah.
And double action move. They move 5, so they go 10. And then the others are going to just double action move as well. So 8, 8, and 8.
Ooh. Okay. So I would have actually gone through the door.
I didn't know which one.
We'll see. Yeah, we'll see how it turns out. So priority.
No end phase for your guys that are down.
So your guy, which is down.
Yep.
Who's within 2 inches of a champion.
Yeah. So can still roll 2. Take the flesh wound
And turn back over. Oh, my champion that's down there gets to go. Because he's not actually gone yet. He's going to stand up. Sorry, I made you do everything. So he's going to stand up and just fire at the guy that's down.
Right, okay.
Just so it doesn't change, it could change that roll by killing the champion.
Right, okay.
So I will just fire at the guy that's down. I hit on a 3. He hits twice. And he's toughness 2.
He is at the moment, yeah.
Right, so 2s because he's double. So 2 wounds at -1.
So 2 5s. And saved.
Well, saved.
Yeah.
Right, so Phil gets that flesh wound that I just interrupted. And this is why I chose him. If he didn't die, it wouldn't affect anything else that went on in the game.
Yeah.
So it is now going into turn 4. Okay, so we're back, and Phil thinks it's turn 3, and I think it's turn 4 because we recorded a double turn last time, and now we've recorded the first of a double turn this time.
I think it's turn 3.
Do you know what? We will see whether Phil's going to be a dirty double turner and have a turn 3 twice. Not that it matters in this game. Or we can see whether or not I am right.
Reserves in the first. Came in reserves at the second. So yeah, it must be 3.
We will see. And I'll edit it out if I look stupid. So, priority 6.
You go anyway.
Because you
I went
equal.
first beforehand, so if you're in for equal, you go first anyway.
No,
I must have turn 4 actually.
I know what I should do, but I know what I want to do. I am going to activate my leader and my shotgun guy as a group activation, because I imagine he's within 3 inches. He is, so them two are activating. My leader's going to charge your leader, Phil.
Right, okay.
So, don't count. He gets a 7 total move distance.
So you're in.
Yeah, so I'm in, and Phil stands up. So now you get to see just how useless my leader is in combat.
Yeah.
So I get 2 base, 1 for charging, so that's 1 hit. Unless I get to hit on 3. So I'm weapon skill 3, so I hit twice. I then... What?
Is it... sorry, I'm getting it wrong. Don't matter. No, I'm getting
Weapon skill 3, remember, it's 3 or over. You don't compare.
Yeah. I was going
You're
into...
thinking 4 plus 3 because we're both weapon skill 3. So, I'm strength 3, your toughness 3.
Yeah.
So 4s, no wounds. And then Phil's face is going to look happier because he was very sad that I charged. And then my shield hits. Wound. So I wound on a 4.
Mm-hmm.
And Phil gets your save.
You have to do the knockback as well.
Yes, that won't come into it until the damage step
Okay,
anyway.
so 3 up save.
So, yeah.
Saves.
It's fine. Right, now Phil's attacks back against me. Is your reaction attacks?
I think the 2 attacks that
Who knows
what
what
Van
attacks
Saar
are?
attacks are. I mean, I've never used in attack. And they are they're 2 attack.
Okay, so 2 attacks back.
Weapon skill 4.
I get to parry one of these. So parry allows me to force Phil to reroll 1 successful hit. So I'll reroll that 6, please, Phil.
No.
That misses. Okay, so the handbag fight continues. You've got 3 up save, right?
Yeah.
I've got 2 up save in combat. Have you got anything that ignores my armour?
No.
No, I've got nothing that ignores your armour. So, a Space Marine combat. And we've each got 2 wounds as well.
Yeah.
So, the shotgun guy is going to activate. And he's just going to go... He's 5. Oh no, I can't use that ammo anyway. So I'll hit my own guys. I'm going to go to here and use the solid ammo for the combat shotgun.
Right.
So he's within 4. So he hits on 3s. So he hits twice. So you were pinned, Phil. And now I'm strength 4, toughness. So I'm now double. So I'm double Phil's toughness with my strength. So I wound him on 2s. 2 wounds at minus nothing.
So 4 up. No.
2. And that's damage 2, I believe.
So it's 4 of them then.
So 4 injury dice. A flesh wound, so you're on toughness 1.
Yeah.
And you're seriously injured.
Yeah.
So it's over to you. Into Phil's activation.
I'm going to just aim and fire.
With your juve.
With my juve, with my 2 pistols.
Into the rear of my sergeant.
Yeah. So you're within shot range.
Yep.
So hitting on. So it's 4s, 3s,
for 5s.
2. Yeah.
6s with firing 2 weapons.
Plus
short range plus 2.
Yeah.
So 4s. So 4s for each pistol. Not the skull dice. First one hits.
Do you even play Necromunda if you don't do that? At least
roll the wrong dice.
Roll the wrong dice.
Yeah. Second one misses. So the first one that hits pins me. And my shield is facing the wrong way. So see if it wounds.
It does.
Wounds. And then I've got a save of layered plus 1 for my undersuit. So 4s.
Save.
He's fine, but he stays on the ground. So he can't charge this turn. So my activation is going to be Bolt Gun Guy, who turns round. He will have to move to here and fire back at your Juve. So -1 for cover, +1 for short range, and hitting on 4s.
Could you hit the tech if you moved a little bit further over?
So a 4 it hits, but he might go out of ammo. So the ammo roll, he's fine, and the to wound, it wounds him at -1.
Right, so no save then for him.
So damage 2, skull. So he goes. No, it's Phil's activation.
So it's a cool check
Ah,
for
yes.
the techs that are like these two, but not this one. I think this one will be out of range for it. So cool.
Okay, so cool 7 for those techs. Closest one.
Fails and runs away.
So he bottled it.
Yeah. So this one here as well then.
Yeah. He's fine. Phil is trying to get in this order from the rulebook. Out away from my fighters.
3 inches away from your fighter, out of line of sight.
In full or partial cover.
In full or partial cover.
And then you go to as far away from as many as possible.
Yeah.
So he will run back down this corridor.
We can actually come here if we come, because it's more than 3 inches out of line of sight.
Right, so it's a 2d6 run. 10.
10. So would go this way straight away for 4?
Yeah. Do you then not just carry on running further away?
Well, yeah. So you would then do the other
So what? So
4,
and then 2.
and then 2 up there.
Yeah.
I'm assuming so. I think that's the way it is. So I run out. I make sure that I'm 3 inches away from you, which I always was. I run out of line of sight.
Yeah.
And then I just carry on the move round.
Yeah. So let us know in the comments if that's wrong. So then it's on to Phil's activation now. Because that isn't his activation.
No. So this person here is going to move 4.
And fire through the doorway.
Yeah.
The guy that's on the floor.
So short range. So hitting you on 2s.
Yes.
You won't get the -1 because you're within 8.
No, I was wondering if I was in cover, but I'm not because you're next to the cover. So 2s. Hits. Have you not got these rapid fire las guns?
No. I think you can put hot shot last packs on them now, but you can't put, or you can put focusing crystals on hot shot last packs. I don't know.
Right. Strength 4?
Yeah.
So 3s. He wounds me a lot. There's not criticals in this game, is there?
No. -1 T save.
Right, so I'm facing the wrong way. -1 to my save makes it a 5 up. No, it goes through. So he takes a wound. I can't remember. Flesh wound. Okay, so in my activation, he's going to stand up. He needs to get out of the way. So he's going to go round this corner because I can't actually charge and I don't want him to be knocked down before he can charge next turn. So he's back over to Phil's activation. Because all he can do is charge.
I've got like, one guy that I can shoot here, and
Your leader's already gone, hasn't he?
You charged me and fought.
Oh, because I went first.
Yeah,
didn't I?
so I would now fight. I would then declare a fight in mine, wouldn't I?
Or you could disengage.
You get one. Is it one attack on me for that?
If I pass an initiative check, which is a 4 up.
Oh, right. Well, we'll try.
Disengage action.
So
Phil's making a retreat action or disengage action, whichever it's called. He makes an initiative check to move away D6.
Initiative check. Oh,
What's your initiative?
5.
Phil's initiative is 5. So, what is your roll? 5. He makes it.
Makes it.
So my initiative is 4 to see if I get to strike it. I do. So I get a reaction attack.
Right. So
I roll my 3 up. A hit. Strength is equal to yours. No, does nothing.
So I go 5.
And then you get to shoot at the end of this. It was a basic, which is a single action.
Hitting on 2s.
Hitting on 2s. Is that a 1? Is that a 1? No, it's a 4. So, Phil hits.
Toughness 3, strength 4.
Please. Oh, these blooming 6s, man. And then, what damage is it?
It's just damage 1.
-1 AP.
-3 AP.
-3.
-3.
So I've got a 3 up against shooting. 3 up to 4 up to 5 up to 6 up. 6 up. A 1. Very not that. Damage 1. So he goes down to 1 wound and he's pinned. With my final action of the turn, I'm going to move to here with the concussion carbine guy and shoot at Phil's leader. Shoot at Phil's leader. I hit, so he's pinned. Then I roll strength 3. It wounds, -0 to your armor save.
Alright, so it's a 3 up.
He passed, but he's pinned. So
you would only
roll the dice for the knockback.
No.
Fails, so he just stays there. Okay, so Phil's final action.
He's going to move 4
Yeah.
to there.
And I put fire at my champion.
So it'll be on 2s because you're not getting any cover.
Yeah.
And I'm in short range. And misses.
Of course. Of course. So, the final actions of the turn, Phil doesn't need any bottle checks because it's his home ground and the scenario missions.
Yeah.
I need to start making bottle checks because I've lost Bolter Guy. So, I've not got anyone seriously injured and down. So I roll my d6 plus 1 for the guy that's out. And if it's over my starting number of guys, I've bottled. No. 3 total. Rally Fleeing Fighters, which is this guy over here. So see, make a cool check. He's fine. He comes back.
After bottling it.
And finally, seriously injured guys, these 2 here, rolling 1 dice each because they're on their own each. So Phil's actually still got another action.
Stands up, does nothing, and just helps that person.
Well, do you not want to shoot me in the back?
No, not really, no. Not now you've said it like that. So, alright, stands up, hits on 2s.
And shoots my bolter sergeant.
Hits.
Yeah. Wounds. He's got a -1. So I've got a 6 up save. He takes it. So, roll your injury dice. Seriously injured. So, he would have added to my bottle roll another 1, but I'm still not bottled.
No, because you got rolled a 2, didn't you? So you've still got well over.
So Phil's 2 dice for this guy that's on the floor. Gonna choose the seriously injured, I imagine. And mine is seriously injured still. I didn't actually realise he wasn't dead. I should have looked properly because he was face up.
Yeah, they're both on toughness 1.
Yeah.
So which
yeah.
As soon as she stands on,
she's dead.
She dies.
It's just whether or not I take her out. Or
as soon as she stands up, she dies.
So that is turn 4. So we're back at this. I think the start of turn 5, and Phil has chosen to bottle at this point. Actually,
yeah.
Tell us your reasons for that.
So I want to preserve the gang a little bit. So I've got 2 Jews that are dead already.
These 2.
And I don't know what's going to happen then. I've got a champion that's only on toughness 1.
So if he stands up,
dies straight away. This guy, this tech, has only got toughness 1 as well. So really easily to get rid of. You know, the enforcers are quite a well-equipped gang, so I don't think I'm gonna be able to survive that well.
They've got the bolters and
the bolters are really good. Bolters are one of the best weapons in the game. So yeah, that's why. So even though I've got like the manpower, I don't think I've got the staying power.
See, whereas I think you've still got these coming in over here. I've got my seriously injured guy here, and yeah, I sort of agree with you preserving that. I think playing the campaign game, I can never get more than that 1 territory. So I will start off strong and sort of wane with the enforcers as people get more territories and increase their income. So we've both got... You've got 2 guys out of action, I've got 1. Mm-hmm. So we were supposed to do this as they go out of action, but we're going to do it now right at the immediate death of the game.
always do it at the end of the game instead of as it goes along. Just because
it just feels better in the post.
It feels easier to manage.
So, do you want to roll your 10s and units for them?
Yeah. Can I just borrow that?
Yeah.
So mine will be the 10s, yours will be the units.
Yeah. So the first one, and these are identical, aren't they?
52. Yeah, exactly the same.
So 52 is an eye injury minus 1 BS.
You're being sold to the slave bits.
The second one?
47.
40.
Sorry, 43.
So 43 is grievous injury goes into recovery, so misses it a game.
Right, okay.
So mine, and that is a patrolman with bolter. First one, 45. Misses a game. So going into the rolls for income, I get D6 times 10 for winning the scenario.
Yep.
Which is this. I get D6 times 10 for my territory.
Yep.
But that is it. Like enforcers in a Dominion campaign, they don't get their settlement for a free Juve or free Ganga, and they can't take territories. So I will get my 2D6 times 10 income, 80. So I get 80 income. And on top of the reputation for winning, which we'll calculate and come back in the outro, enforcers, instead of taking a territory, police a territory. And you get D3 plus 2 reputation. So D3 plus 2. So I get 4 reputation for policing and purging this territory of crime. Phil, let's go over your settlement and income.
So settlement first, which is D6 times 10.
Yeah.
So 50. And then
you roll 2d6 and on any 6s, stuff happens.
So for losing the game, I get D3 times 5 as well.
Is it D3 times 5? Do you want me to check?
It's D3 times 5.
So 15.
15. So 65 creds.
So only 15 creds down from what
it's not too bad. And then this to see if I get the free Juve.
He gets a free Juve and only 15 creds down from what I got. So Phil, you've actually come out on top on this game except for reputation.
But no, it means now I need to pay another Juve. So I think I've actually lost on this.
Unless you just because of that. Unless you sell that guy to the pits. But I wouldn't recommend it at this.
Surely not. Minus 1 BS is not worth selling.
He's still BS 5.
Yeah, he's a meat shield, isn't he? So.
Yeah. So we will come back with the wrap up. With the final enforcer purging of the territory. Okay, so welcome back to the outro of game Duh. It's Necromunda, a land of opportunity. For me, but not for you.
No, not really.
So we're equalised in games overall. You won the... What game was it? In the Heresy game. But because we've got 2 things going on now. It's the Necromunda campaign and Max versus Phil. Which is the true one.
Yeah.
That's the true big one.
So technically we drew the fantasy game. I beat you at Zone Mortalis and you beat me at Necromunda. Which you always beat me at Necromunda.
Quite a lot. Yeah. So at the end of the game, you ended up with like 65 creds.
65 creds.
Yeah.
I got a Juve from a settlement.
So that's like 45 creds worth of free.
Yeah, and I got 1 rep, we believe.
Yeah, so that's 2 rep total.
Yeah.
For my enforcers, I ended up on, and I'll just read it from there, 80 creds total. And I was lucky that I got the second dice from the actual mission, because otherwise I'm on 1d6 times 10 creds every game.
Mm-hmm.
I then got 7 total rep from 2 from being the winning point scorer. 1 for the first time I played Phil. With this gang. Then for policing the territory, I got an extra 3. So actually, like my rep is going to increase a lot more. Which I suppose, like being the nails, sort of like police guys, like
basically just dread. I mean that's what you fuss at. They're basically just dread, aren't they?
Yeah, but they're just nails. But they're not going to have the best equipment by the end of the campaign. Like as we were saying, they start off, I think, pretty nails with their bolt guns, combat shotguns. They've got like, I love concussion carbines just to limit numbers of actions because of the auto pin.
Yeah, that's really good.
Yeah, and I quite like how the gang plays. It's just we'll see going forward. Next time we'll play some Sector Mechanicus versus the Van Saar.
And see how that works out.
Yeah, or you can play my Orlocks and we can get some games in there. But how do you think it went for you, Van Saar?
So I tried something new, which was basically like making all my las guns like souped up, like really good, like putting focusing crystals and hot shot las packs on them, and yeah, it just doesn't work.
I think the plasma guns are better.
The plasma guns are better.
Because when you have plasma guns, you were just like nailing me all the time. So I was terrified.
It's the damage too on the plasma guns that just makes them outshine, to be honest.
I think as well, the minus, and you can overheat it.
Yeah.
When you want, like, I really need it to do this now.
It was just really good. I was hoping just not to take just like loads of plasma guns over and over again. But looking at what other weapons they've got available to, I was like, I'm going to have to go back to them.
Las carbines, which are the rapid fire Van Saar las guns, I think las carbines are really good as well. You've normally been taking them in the past.
Yeah.
When we played my Orlocks.
I'd take them. I think just getting the more, with the way rapid fire works in Necromunda, the fact that you're not rolling multiple hits, you're rolling one hit with multiple shots, it's just a lot better. So there will be a lot of stuff that I might be looking at the trading place.
Yeah, the trading post.
The trading post to have a look at what they are.
We didn't do our trading post rolls.
Shall
we do them?
Yeah.
Okay, well we'll do them and I'll insert them in at this point. Phil's rarity roll will be 5. Excellent. You've got a champion that can add to that, so that's +1, and your leader adds +2.
So that
if not, we'll edit something in.
8,
and I get 7 plus my champion and leader, so 11.
Yeah.
So those are the rarity rolls. In Wrapup, no territory is gained by the enforcers because I can just police them, or I can hand a territory to someone else, but I'm not giving one to him. So
you've just lost this to me, but I'll give it back straight to you.
So no territories gained. Phil's gained no territories.
Nope.
And actually, how much are your tubes?
I think they're 45.
Are they 45?
45 or 35.
So Phil's actually come out with 100 creds. I've come out with 80 creds. And all we've done is you've lost an eye of a Juve.
Yeah.
Nothing
really.
So quite a good game. Again, the post game really swings in Necromunda.
Definitely.
It's done really well for Phil. It's done well for me. So I think going forwards, we'll get my Orlocks on the table, we'll get Phil's Cork Grinders on the table, and we'll see you on the next Necromunda game, or hopefully before. You're not going to say bye?
Oh, bye.
Bye.
Bye.